This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Things on my stream. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us. Except when sometimes we're dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the gaming gets done and you make a sweet gun for the people who are still alive. Which is hopefully me. Hey everybody. Welcome to Things on My Stream. That was experimenting, obviously, with the it's called detune filter. So, how is it going, everybody? I hope today is doing well for you. I think it's doing pretty good for me. Pariah Wolfen, thank you for subscribing for 18 months. Wait. Pariah Wolfen, thank you for subscribing. Are you still there? Are you still there? I don't blame you. Anubis169, that sounds good. That is like my number one thing with like water cooling PCs and stuff, is that it's like, it sounds like a great idea, except when there's water in it. Quarter note _ thank you for subscribing for 9 months in a row. Thank you for subscribing, Quarter Note, for 9 months in a row. I hope you're still there. Cobble Potter, oh, I missed you. But don't worry, I won't miss you again. Oh, it wasn't a leak. Oh, that's good. There's a thing you can get where you like, I like the thing where you like take all the components of the PC and sink them into mineral oil. That's like the super hardcore thing. Of course, if anything goes wrong, then everything's covered in mineral oil, which kind of sucks. Anyway, so we're playing some Portal 2. And what's awesome is that Portal 2 is... So I have been playing it on 360 for two reasons. One, that's what I happen to have it on. And two, that the reason why we had it here on 360 is because you can do split screen co-op on 360, whereas you can't really do it on the Steam version very well. So we had the 360 one here, and if you saw the crossing the streams where Beej and Ian were playing it, and I was sort of acting as coach slash hint giver slash making fun of them or person, derider, I don't know. That was a lot of fun. But I realized, and some people in the chat mentioned it, that what's awesome about the Steam version is that there's user-created levels that you can make, or that you can play, and you can make them too. And there's a ton of it. There's like, thousands and thousands of these, because of course the game's been out for a while and it's a popular game. And so it's like there's this whole other range of stuff that you can do. So I was like, oh man, that's awesome. So this weekend I just bought it for myself, and I was like playing it a bunch at home, and I like did a little, not as I guess it's sort of speed run, but I kind of burned through the part that I had already played on the stream to where we were on the stream. So we can start again from where we were. I guess it's somewhat depressing, or not depressing, but that it took me like maybe an hour and a half, no, probably even less than that, like an hour and a half or so to get back to where I was, and that took me whatever 6 hours of streaming to get to. But you know, we were I knew exactly how to do all the puzzles because I had just done it, and two, you know, we were taking our time and checking out all the interesting stuff that was around and that kind of stuff. So when I was just like burning through it, ignoring everything that Gladys was saying and everything that Wheatley was saying, I got through it surprisingly quickly. But anyway, but my idea is that because I've got the Steam version now, that means that I could theoretically play levels that, you know, once I'm done playing the actual story of Portal 2, I can play some community levels that could be kind of fun, because then those are, you know, as I've said, I've played Portal 2, although it was a long time ago. But there's, you know, there's all these levels that I haven't seen before, and you guys haven't seen before either. So maybe we can kind of work on them together. And maybe if somebody wants, you know, if you want to, or work together, or if there's some kind of collaborational thing that we could do, that maybe some of you guys could actually make some levels that I could then play through. That could be cool. I frankly don't know how hard it is to make levels, like how long it would take. So maybe it's not practical, but I figure it'll probably be maybe 2 more sessions before I'm done Portal. So maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. So I mean, there's some time there. So that could be pretty cool. If I don't know if there's like a validation process or whatever, but if you make the levels and then submit it, and I guess I can just search for them on the Steam store and bring them up, and we can try them out. And I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's maybe if we could like you know, tag them all as one thing, or have them all together in one place, so that they can be, so I could even almost play through them as if they were a game, disparate levels for different people. But anyway, seems like that could be fun. But until then, we have the actual game to play. So and now I'm going to be on Steam, so I don't have the excuse that it's like, well, I can't hit very well because I'm using the controller. Now I'm going to be using a mouse and keyboard. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better in terms of aiming. So let's get it on. Boop. I ended here. I think we actually were slightly farther along than this, but somebody suggested that last time that I end the stream looking at the potato. So I was thinking that's a good idea. Wow, the sensitivity is turned up high. What do you think, guys? Is the sensitivity turned up too high? You know, just let me know in the comments if you think the sensitivity is turned up too high. I'm not quite sure about it. Maybe it's too high. Wow, look at that. It's not even that high on the thing. Hey, that's a little better. All right. So if you didn't see the previous stream, or you if you don't know, we just got dumped into the bowels below aperture science, which turns out to be more aperture science I believe the story is that Cave Johnson, the guy who started Aperture Science, bought a salt mine or something. Ray 6! Ray kick. Rasic, thank you for subscribing for 6 months in a row. Six months is a long time. Salt mine in Michigan. There you go. All right, here we go. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, Huramis. I haven't actually done any levels here. I haven't actually done any actual experiments in here yet. I've just been kind of getting to the things. Oh, Empty Storm. You're welcome. Should thank Lily and her team for making it. Is a neat thing. And it was, yeah. Like I was saying, I mostly know about it because, obviously, because I did one of the voices for it. But I have to say that I wasn't. It's hard, man. I wasn't good enough at the game to play enough of it so that I could I wanted to hear all my voice acting on it, to see what it's like. And I couldn't play the game enough
if you need to go to the bathroom
to hear it all.
Next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
Good to know.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Oh yeah, subtitles.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Those of you who have seen the stream before know that every single time I put the headphones on the wrong way around. Left and right is hard. Let's see what's going on down here. Ooh. A thing to fling. So if I go like there, that'll fling me all the way across to there. That seems safe. Wait, let me actually just check that. Where I want to be is there. I can't make a thingy there. Because this is going to be one hell of a fling. Aha! Up there. Perfect. Except now I can't get back. The principle is sound. Okay. We are in, how do you say, the business? I think you say the business. That's how you say it. Geronimo! Whee! Oof. Aw, yeah. Pump Station Alpha. I regret not splat. Don't touch anything familiar. Do not inhale fumes, no matter how good they smell. Good to know. Know your allergens. Antimatter, pollen, animal dander. Yeah. I knew a guy once who had an antimatter allergy. It really sucked. I'm sure that actually probably was... That probably should have been... I apologize for not making a pun there. Was it... Help me out. Somebody make a good pun for that. I knew a guy who had an anti-mallet allergy. He couldn't get close to anything else or he would explode. Doesn't quite work. Damn you, numeric keypad. My one weakness. The one thing in the world that cannot be portaled. Alrighty.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
100% grain-fed. No antibiotic science. I love the like steampunk style grid. It's super nice. Whoop.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Doesn't telling me that I'm not part of the control group defeat the entire purpose of the operation? Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portal Aperture Science Portal Quantum Tunneling Device. If you've not received one, please find a test associate for proceeding. Now I kind of want like the steampunk 1960s version of the portal gun. I bet it looks really cool. Propulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a diabetic or dietic pudding substitute. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelf. So let me just make sure that I want my model texture detail to be as high as possible. Okay, we're fine. So I can read everything. We ran into that problem that on the 360 some of the textures aren't detailed enough to really pick up some of the guns from the jokes. Boingy. Alright. Boing. I feel like before repulsion gel is a thing, we gotta get the long fall boots figured out. You know what I mean? Frankly, the long fall boots are like the big thing, the big innovation that makes all other Aperture Science testing possible.
The control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Yeah, that's right, Cave Johnson. I mean, being able to fall and any amount of time and not take any damage whatsoever just by wearing some boots seems pretty cool as an invention. I love the way that it's like typewriters and rotary phones and science. Typewriters, rotary phones, but, you know, advanced particle physics or whatever the hell this is supposed to be.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors.
Good.
Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Oh, good. You know, the term tumors is thrown around a lot these days. Why? Why is it thrown around so much? Ta-da! Don't want to fall down there. Whee! I like that in Prince of Persia you can do this too, but there's no, you know, they don't pretend that there's any like mass special science gel or anything. That's just because the prince is awesome. Alright, so this is important. This is showing me that the higher you start, the higher you bounce. You end up at the same height as you were before.
Oh,
Which is
in case
V
you
important.
got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Oh, aperture. You built this entire testing area and got all these people to test it before you actually figured out what element it is.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Well, I'm glad he has a happy face. Wonder what it is about the dark surfaces that make them not be able to be portaled. That's right. I read that sign that said caution, no leaning on the railing, and I just went and leaned on the railing. That's the kind of badass rule breaker that I am. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's actually portal. Aha! Found a thing! Wait, did I fall down from here? No. Oh, hey.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
The way I just kind of portaled my way into a test chamber. Oops. Cool. Okay. So basically we're playing Splatoon now. I don't know where I want this stuff necessarily, so let's just put it everywhere. Ow. Oh, good. Yeah, actually, to tell you the truth, the kids in Splatoon could very well be aperture science experiments. That works for my headcanon. That didn't work. Alrighty. Get lots of blue. Alright, the blue stuff is not destroyed by the emancipation grid. Good to know. Oh. Not far enough. Go, 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 go! Yeah!
That coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it, so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
I love that apparently there's been like 10 tests done on me already before I actually even entered the testing chamber. J.K. Simmons is indeed awesome.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Oh, I'm just getting the ceiling. I see. Clear. Oh, I was like, clear liquid? What could this possibly be? Oh, right. It's probably water. Ah.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Remember, if a future version of you tries to warn you about this test, don't listen. Not only is that something that they're concerned about, but it's happened to the extent that they actually printed up signs about it. That's always encouraging. Wee-hoo! What we got going on here? You will be hurt. Co-workers, don't endanger others. The company. Placements are costly. And science. Investigations impede progress. It's not even like having it's like, you're dead, so you won't be able to do science. Would be bad enough. But no, it's just like, yeah, we have to spend all this time, you know, investigating our own issues. Ugh. That takes way too long. Walter. All right. Duh. Wow. I'm dumb. And I don't quite know where I'm gonna need this stuff, so I'm just gonna apply it liberally. I mean, having a wall being bouncy ain't gonna hurt anything, right? 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 It's gonna hurt. What if I do this? Boing! That was cool. but ultimately fruitless. It had no fruit. Looks like I was there. Let's try this once more. Haha! It's gonna need a little oomph. Difference. I forget what that's from, but the difference between try and triumph is just a little oomph.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Somehow I doubt Cave Johnson really did that much storming of beaches. Oh dear. Oh dear. Whew. Let's wash this off. Oh, that's good.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science that you love so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Why? I haven't even figured out how yet. It's my favorite silly science line.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science.
Yay.
As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Don't milk it too much, Carolyn. Oh, they mock me. Oh, how they mock me. Elevator to surface. Pump station beta. Aight. What's in pump station beta? Oh. It's less complicated than I thought it might be. Ah, I see. I see. Oh, son of a... Damn you, glass walls! That one's gotta be there. It's probably a bad way of doing this. Oh yeah. That's the kind of move that's way easier with a mouse and keyboard. control room, eh?
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope, couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I like, cause in like the first area, it was saying it's like you are Olympians and astronauts and the best of the best, and your fee is going to be going towards your various charitable organizations, all this stuff. But of course, Aperture has fallen on somewhat hard times. Is there stairs in here? What a silly office. Posters in the waiting room? It's all the things you can get for $60. Nice. What's in here?
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
Peanut water.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%. All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Was I supposed to get a cheapo there?
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
Oh, there we go. Ship overboard. Borealis. I don't get what's the significance of Borealis. Is there anything more to do here? I don't... Oh, I see. I can't get off this thing, I don't think. Cool. Bombs away! Boom! Haha!
Oh, hi.
There-
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die.
Lying does
either
take a
way.
lot of work.
Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. I think I hear the bird. Pick me up. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
I like the idea that the more Gladys thinks, it requires more power, and so it cuts off. Whoopsie. Let's get all lined up here. Sure. Geronimo! Smooth. She is potatoes now. I don't care who you are. Running artificial intelligence on 1.1 volts, that's impressive.
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on.
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
When Gladys freaks out, her power gets cut off. K. Bigovan.
K. Bigovan. K. Bigovan. Thank you for subscribing. I can see you. Are you still there?
K. Big Ivan. That's better.
Roo guy, thank you for subscribing. I can see you for 15 months. Thanks for subscribing.
Woohoo! I do love super speed. Yeah, Wilhelm Screamer, you can send an email to myself or to Graham. Also, I mean, if you happen to be a Patreon subscriber of over $10, then the email address or the mailing address that your thank you card came from is the correct mailing address. Wee-hee! Into the sky I go. Right, or if you ever got anything from Desert Bus. We have sent all of the thank you cards from all the way up to May. So if you have supported the Patreon at any point for $10 or more not in June, because we're actually still in June right now, but in May. In January, February, March, April, or May, you should have received a card. If you did not, then that is a problem. There were a few that were returned, because the addresses that people put into their Patreon things was incorrect. So if that's you, then we will be getting in touch with you in the near future. Probably need to come shooting out of there. Right, okay. I'd like to paint that last little bit. So yeah, if you've been a Patreon at the $10 tier since the beginning, then you definitely should have received your card by now. So if you want to email either myself or Graham or just info at Loading Ready Run, then we will make sure, we'll see if you're one of the people who your card got returned on, and make sure that the address in your Patreon account is updated and correct. There. Ah, there we go. Get more coverage. That's what I needed. Cool. Okay. Whoops.
Emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, I'm good. What do we got going on here?
Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar.
Oh, neat. I don't think I've actually seen a picture of Caroline before. Who does she remind me of? She looks a little bit like Melisandre from Game of Thrones, actually. There's a guy in the darkness on the left of the painting? What? Turn up the brightness all the way. I am not seeing anything there. Oh, what? Yeah, it looks like a Renaissance statue or painting or something. Hiramis, it should be in your user profile, your address. All right, so what's going on here? So we got speed, and we got bouncy. Why did I want? It's like, why did I do that? Wait. There and there. For speed. And then we need a little patch of bouncy speed. Boing! I probably was supposed to put a thing for there. Yeah. Try that again. Bouncy speed! Oh. I'll put it up there. Wait, but now I can't. Son of a... Okay. Here we go. 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 Ah, anticlimactic. Nice.
War hero and or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
All right.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together. Good as new.
All right. Before I continue on with the important science work, I'm going to take an important science commercial. Be back in a jiffy, which is an important science term. Hey, we are back! At least I am. I don't know about you guys. Backness has happened. To use the to use the passive voice. These grates, not so great. This way? Ah. Alright. See what happens. I don't know where I'm going to go by doing this, but I feel like it will be somewhere good. That is based on pure optimism. Woohoo! I was right. Maybe. Probably. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't need a block. Why do I want a block? Oh, for over there? Did I not? Was I not supposed to? A minute. Just a gall darn second here. Oh, there's a whole thing over there. I see, I see. So the blind man. He picked up his hammer and said, "Oh my god! What the hell's this thing?" Well, like, it's a hammer. He's like, "What the hell's a hammer? I'm blind." I don't know what a hammer is. See, okay. Let's paint the town blue. And by the town, I mean that small piece of the town right there. Still counts. All right, now. I feel good about this. Wait, let me just... actually, wait, before I do that. Get some coverage here. Alright. Maximum speed! Alright, here we go. To infinity! And beyond!
Whee!
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us. Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
It's never a good sign. I want to get up! Stupid gun. If only this was a rocket launcher. I feel like there's a reasonably good chance I'm going to be exposed to gamma rays in test station gamma. But hey, maybe I'll go like all hulky. That'll be cool.
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my god. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
Like you've been really helping much. Potatoes. Mo. Oh, fancy gel. Gel pressure, gel pressure. Trips gel pressure. Whoops. What possible use could those things have? Boing. Haha. Too slow, Chicken Marengo. Remember in the co-op mode, GLaDOS's relationship or fear of or relationship with the bird is expanded further. I guess fear of the bird would be more accurate, I guess, rather than just relationship. What? flingamajig. We have a place I can drop. Down there. Oh, that's where I came from. Right. Let's go up there. Aha! Yeah, we did some of the co-op, but not all of it. I'm hoping that we can do some more of it. It was a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly really enjoyed it. Carlo Plitter says, my new boss is a robot. Do you know robots are smarter than you, they work harder, and they're better than you? Volunteer for testing today. Wait. This is where I came from. Unless... I see. Plans so devious. Whoops. I see. Why, it's so simple. So all that other stuff is just a red herring. All this stuff over here, and the thing underneath, and all that stuff. That is mean.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
I would be more sympathetic to his situation if he hadn't, you know, talked about all those stuff about tumors. Like 3 test chambers ago. That these test chambers that he'd set up were actively killing everybody who went through them, basically. You're confident enough in your work performance to unvolunteer from the self-selection process. No, the ironic thing is he didn't get cancer. He just has, like, I don't know, whatever the lunar poison is. I don't know. Whatever the lunar equivalent, he's got like light gray lung instead of black lung. Alright, now this stuff is awesome. This is the first time that it's like, oh, wait a minute. Yes. I have control now. You don't get to tell me what's a portable surface and what's not. You're not my dad. Video game. Everything is a portable. It's gotta be a better name for that. Everything can be portaled. Yes, yes. Excellent. Although it occurs to me that having all this lunar stuff in kind of a aerosol form flying around, probably not great, you know? Probably not the best for my lungs, body, brain, all that important stuff. Oops. Yeah, see, this is probably a bad thing to be covered in it. But, you know, that's for future Shell to worry about. There we go. I like this. I can paint it all the way up. Whoops. Is there another place to fall off here? Cool, that'll work. We're gonna go the old upsy daisy. Wee-hee!
All right, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, Don't make lemonade.
Yeah.
Make life take the lemons back.
Yeah.
Get mad.
Yeah.
I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these?
Yeah, take the lemons.
Demand to see Life's manager.
Yeah.
Make Life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemon.
Oh, I like this guy.
I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Finding people. He says what we're all thinking.
The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer. I don't care. All right, test's over. You can head on back to your desk.
Goodbye, sir.
There we go. I don't care if she doesn't want to do it. Make her. Oh, such foreshadowing words. I don't know. What's that called? It's not foreshadowing, because it's already happened. It's like reverse foreshadowing. Man, I want to be Cave Johnson. I want to just be like, have like the stable of scientists. It's just, you know, it's just like, all right, everybody, this is what I want you to work on right now. You know, obviously without the, you know, death part. But just that idea of, you know, being whatever. I always thought that'd be, well, obviously that'd be cool, but the idea of having, you know, being successful or rich enough or whatever. And be like, these are the things that I want. You guys invent these things. We'll sell them. But we're going to sell them, we're going to make the things that I want. And we're going to make it in the way that I want it. Oh no! Ham raid. That's the second worst kind of raid.
Fox Lunch, thank you for subscribing. I can see you, and I know where you live. Yes, yes. Hello, Vox Lunch. Hello, Vox Lunch.
Oh, I kind of want ham now. What? Whoop. I am very... I guess do I have to go up all, like, 40,000 feet or whatever?
Azarinth, thank you for subscribing. Are you still there?
That's true. I guess we don't really know how far gone up. Come on, where's the thing?
Euripides, thank you for subscribing. I'm so glad that you're here for 7 months in a row. Yay!
Alright. Not paying attention. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Right, okay, so I go. Aha. Found a thing. Damn it! Wrong portal. Boop. Haha! New Aperture logo.
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity.
Whoa. I like how many portions of this game are based around like broken pipe, like how many of the things you have to solve you were able to solve just because they're like broken pipes and stuff. It's funny. Alright, I wonder what this will do. That's what it does. That worked exactly the way I imagined it in my head. direction. Okay, I got this. It's always the problem, remembering which portal to put down. Thank goodness there's only 2. Even though sometimes it'd be like, oh man, I wish there was another portal. I had another portal. That would just make things way, way so confusing. Oh sweet, I like this. It's like I have to first cover it with moon dust so I can then cover it with other stuff. Here we go! Okay. The principle was sound. Oh, maybe this is a lot simpler than I thought it was. Really? I can't do a thing there? If I just... Oh, that's it. That's great. Okay. Maybe I need to do that better. More coverage. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now it is all a bouncy bouncy. Here we go. Boingy 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 boing. Yeah. Oh, nice. Put the gel into the ventilation shaft. I love it. This, not so much with the loving. Oh, jeez. Okay, wait. Okay, I gotta do this right. Say don't. Wait. Wait. Technically not a death. What color do I want? Okay, good. Whew. Nope. Haha. Yes, excellent. Wait. No. Get in there. Whew. All right. Alright, before we see whatever silliness is in this area, I'm going to run another commercial break. Be right back after these extremely scientific messages. And we are back. And before I get going again, I just actually wanted to let you know that if you didn't see it on Twitter or your iTunes or various feeds or whatever, the latest Fight the Future just went up this morning. There's the link to it, which we're talking about the Hunger Games, which is it's a real good episode. We got a special guest on and everything, and I think it will be super fun. So if you've been enjoying the Fight the Future series, you will probably like this one as well. And if you do like Fight the Future, then please comment on the YouTube or on our forums or whatever. We always like to hear your feedback. or your, not even necessarily your feedback, just thoughts on the series or on this particular episode or whatever, you know? But all that kind of stuff is good. So, let's get back to Portal 2. What the heck what's going on here? Room too big. Can't handle. Can't potato. Damn you, key combination passcode lock. One day I will defeat you. Combination lock. Alright, so there's the flingy. Fling. Here we go. Like this, perhaps? Woohoo! Oh! To the left or to the right, I would have been fine. But no! The blurst. It's like the thing, you know, like in a racing game where there's there's a split in the track and there's like arrows going both ways and then you smash right into the middle thing that tells you to go either way. That didn't work. Uh-oh. Ooh-wee. All right, here we go. Boom.
I got an idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them. I know how we can beat him.
I like that not only do paradoxes like that not affect GLaDOS, but she actually is can think about them enough to in fact use them against another AI. Yay! Up we go!
Get me in front of him. I'll fry every circuit in that little
Yeah, that'd be good if the gel was like all nasty and crusty now. It's like, now I'm gonna obey a danger keep out sign. Fine.
Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally.
Ooh, look. Old school Emancipation Grill. Slightly comforting. Whoa.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one thing you're designed for?
For some reason, those are really disturbing. I don't really care about Chivos if they don't actually, like, do anything interesting. Missing something really simple here. Oh, is this actually a glitch? Alright, let's try that again.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one thing you're designed for?
Try to get us down there. I'll hit him with a paradox.
Warmer, warmer, boiling hot, Okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold, very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button.
I didn't hear that.
It's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny
Before.
because we've been in this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
Ah, I see.
Solve his puzzle for him. When he comes back, I'll hit him with a paradox.
Ah, yes! I knew you'd solve it.
Hey, moron.
Oh. Hello?
All right, paradox time. This sentence is false. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't
True.
think about it.
I'll go true. Yeah, that was easy. I'll be honest, I might have heard that one before though, sort of cheating.
It's a paradox. There is no answer. Look, this place is going to blow up if I don't get back in my body.
False. I'll go false.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the
Hold
facility
on. I thought
immediately.
I'd fix that.
Warning. Reactor core is at critical.
There, fixed. Hey, it is great seeing you guys again. Seriously. It
Yeah.
turns out I'm a little bit short on test subjects right now, so this works out perfect. And off we go.
Nice. I didn't notice that all the boxes short circuit. That's awesome.
And off we go. All right, get moving. You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just, that's why I've got to test. That's why I've got to test.
Uh-oh.
So you're gonna test, and I'm gonna watch, and everything is gonna be just.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
I think we're in trouble.
Alright, I'll smash some screens, but I didn't know that was a thing, so I didn't, and I can't go back. Sorry. Yeah, this guy is the epitome of everything's fine.
Designed this test myself. It's a little bit difficult. You'll notice the moat area there. Very deadly, extremely dangerous. Eventually, it's not at the moment, but I'm working on it. Still working on it. Oh, yes. Oh, well done. Oh, that's tremendous. Yeah, you're not done yet, are you? Still got to get through the door. Need to get through the door there. Still got to get through the door. Please, need to get through that door there. Oh, that felt really good. Oh, here's an idea. Since making tests is so difficult, why don't you just keep solving this test? Same one. And I can just, like, watch you solve it. Yeah, that sounds much easier. Here we go. Now, do it again. And nothing. Alright, can't blame you for trying. Okay, new tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere. Oh, here we go.
Alright, so my paradox idea didn't work. And it almost killed me. Luckily, by the looks of things, he knows as much about test building as he does about logical contradictions.
Sorry, guys. I'm too good. It's a failing of mine. I know. I'm too good, and I moved too fast.
It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
It's alright. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
This is one of my tests.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
So this is new. Hey, little guy. So what if I do this? Will this be enough to break it? It's a fairly leisurely pace. Nope, that is not fast enough to break it. Nope.
Ah, bless your little primate brain. I'm not actually in the room with you, am I? Technology. It's complicated. You can't hurt the big old god face.
Alright. Back up we go. Wait, no. Not back up. I forgot about the thing there.
Oh, wow. Well done. Seriously, both of you. Why don't you two go on ahead, yeah? I'll catch up with you.
Gross.
Okay, so the bad news is the tests are my tests now, so they can kill us. The good news is, well, none so far, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that. I'd love to help you solve the tests, but I can't. Sorry. You're on your own.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests that I found lying around. Jammed them all together. Buttons, got funnels, bottomless pits are involved. It's got it all. It's got it all. Absolute dynamite. Alright, okay, this is taking too long, okay? I'll just tell you how to solve the test, okay? See that button over there, alright? You just need...
That's why I can't help you solve the tests.
Never mind. Never mind, solve it yourself. You're on your own.
Whoa!
Never mind. Never mind, solve it yourself. You're on your own.
Smash the state better.
Boom! Around here. Monitors. I was actually thinking earlier today, I wish I had fewer monitors that were working. So you're just helping me really by smashing them.
Alright. Now back to our regular scheduled puzzle solving.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Thanks. All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no, you pressed the button. Ah!
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it. I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons. Shook them out. Good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests.
Oh crap.
Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. Be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
Disappoint. So I mean, because he's smashing together these tests. Whitney doesn't even know if these are like possible. I fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Ooh. Oops. Sorry, little buddy. Perspective off. Oh jeez. Oopsie. I'm a big dumb. Hey, what's up, little fella? What do you want? What the? Whoa! I didn't know you could do that. Alright. First things first. Smash the state. And once the state is smashed, then you can move on to other things.
Okay, to clarify, I was being a bit facetious about that, wanting to get rid of monitors thing. They're actually really quite useful, so I do want the ring. So, if you could just avoid smashing them.
I guess I had to like follow him. Oops. Let's try that one more time.
Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Oh, disappointing.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than I expected. I'm sure we'll be fine. It's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Saying it should be pardons fuck as opposed to pardon fucks.
Alright,
It's tricky.
so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted Fatty, Fatty, no parents. What?
What exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of
For
parents.
the record, you are adopted and that's terrible.
And also, nothing. But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also,
But
look at her, you moron. She's not fat.
I am not a moron! Just do the test. Just do the test.
Bye. Have a good flight. No, no, I don't want to come. I don't want to come. Damn. Hi. So this is awkward. How are you? I'm fine. Come here often. There's got to be a way out of here. Nope, that wasn't it.
It's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents.
And
What?
what exactly is wrong with
Oh, I
being
need to use the
adopted?
turret
What's wrong
to
with being adopted?
smash the screen.
lack of
Oh no!
parents.
For the record, you are adopted, and that's terrible.
And
Just
also,
work with me.
nothing.
No!
But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also,
But
it's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright,
I made the
that
ultimate
last test
sacrifice.
Was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents.
And
What?
what exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of
For
parents.
the record, you are adopted, and that's terrible.
And
Just
also,
work with me.
nothing. But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also,
But
look at her, you moron. She's not fat.
I am not a moron! Just do the test. Just do the test.
Ouch! Okay, so now I've got that. How do I actually fire it at him though? Oh, you're supposed to set it up so that it can shoot the screen. Oh, I see. Oops. Come on, little fella. Oh, man. Alright. One more time. Sacrifice for science.
It's probably nothing. Keep testing.
Science sacrifice.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents.
And
What?
what exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of parents.
For the record, you are adopted, and that's terrible.
And
Just
also,
work with me.
nothing. But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also,
Yes. All right.
Haha!
Okay. This is Gay Tyson. I'm surprised you haven't got something better to do, to be honest. I know I have, but what have you done? You've proven that you can break screens. It's proven. Well done. Factual. Well done. Good. Aren't you, little Miss Clever, little Miss Smashy Smash?
Hey, little fella. You just stay over there. Ethical treatment of sentry bots. So, how do I get over there? It's not that way. Ah, right. I don't need to get over there. I just need to get that over here. Plan without drawbacks. Wait, did I mess that up? I think I messed that up. No, I didn't mess that up. I'm fine. It's all good. And over here, I gotta go like that, and like this.
It's not enough! If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time. Now he's playing classical music.
Nowhere near as good as smooth jazz.
Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't disturb you too much then. It was the sound of books, pages being turned. So that's just what I was doing. Just reading books. So not a moron. Anyway, just finish the last one. Just now the hardest one, Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Understood it perfectly. Have you read that one?
Yes.
Yeah, doubt it. Well, on with the test. Wish there was more books. Well, there's not.
That was possibly poorly thought out. I don't know what I was expecting. Ah! Two screens.
Now he's playing classical music.
Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't disturb you too much then. It was the sound of books, pages being turned. So that's just what I was doing. Just reading books. So not a moron. Anyway, just finish the last one. Just now the hardest one, Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Understood it perfectly. Have you read that one? Yeah, doubt it. Well, on with the test. Wish there was more books. Well, there's not.
I feel like this might be a bad idea, but no. I've figured out all the implications. I'm not just fleeing myself. Yeah, that worked fine. Better than fine. Okay, so now I need to do that, but with the box instead of me.
Oh, what was that? That was nothing! That was nothing!
Right, before I do that. Whew. Sec. Sorry, little buddy. You must be sacrificed in the name of science. In the name of Smashy Smash. Now, where is... It's going to require a little bit of trial and error. Was that the screen there?
Sorry, does it actually
There we
make you
go.
feel good doing that? Because, you know, it's not impressive. No one's impressed. It's just glass, isn't it? Fragile. Anyone could, a baby could smash one of them. It's not impressive. Do you know what? There are test subjects in Africa who don't even have monitors in their test chambers, alright? Why don't you think about that before you break any more of them, yeah?
Smashy, smashy.
The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you have the mental capacity to push past it. It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the science. Him, though.
Good night, Phoenix Turn. Yeah, the state is being thoroughly smashed.
If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I had a thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results.
It won't.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said something.
He's taking us right to him. This is perfect.
What is this, like a hobby for you now? I mean, honestly,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
you know, it's crazy. I mean, you must have been running around for hours. I'm surprised you've got the energy to smash screens willy-nilly. Honestly, I'd have a little lie down if I were you. Have a nap.
I could do this all day. That seems dangerous. box first. That would be good to have. I see. Yoink. Don't worry, little box dude. I'll save you. Esper Child, I think you're lying. I feel like that would defeat the purpose of the grill.
Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was the solution. Ah, what am I missing?
Wonder if you could, like, lure one to walk through the grill, because they can walk a little bit.
I think he's getting desperate. This is not good.
Hannah Brainwave, I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
One second. I'm just going to check one thing. I was just checking, but the big B man doesn't seem to be here yet. I'm much more focused on destroying the screens as opposed to actually solving the puzzles now. I'm like, okay, where's the screen? Okay, now let's see, how are we gonna do this? Oh, this is a tricky destroying the screen one. Right, I'm supposed to also do other stuff. Thought he said he was gonna leave while I did this. Can't do it while you're watching. What does that do? Oh, maybe that's it again. Well, this ain't gonna work. So I want to fly, so I'm actually going to put this back. Need to get some height. Yeah. So I can do this, but that doesn't get me over to the other side. Oh, what the hell? Duh. Wow, for some reason I totally forgot about the springboard. It's such a poop. Oi. What? Hey. Oi! First things first.
Starting now,
There
if
we
I'm
go.
honest, to wonder if you're doing all this stream breaking on purpose. I'm beginning to actually take it personally. You know what I mean? Like it's like an insult to me.
Okay. Ah. You stick there. Doop da doop doo. Boom.
Oh, you just solved it, didn't you?
I'm a
I
genius.
told you to tell me before. Why are you making this so hard for me?
There's no other screens in here, is there? No. Alright.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
Huh. So what happens when you don't maintain any of the critical functions to stop the facility from exploding? Is that bad?
Oh, my facility.
Alright.
This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time's sake. One or two more tremors in there, just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I let him keep his job. I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying, then. Just keep on testing.
Alright, I believe I'm gonna call it there before I start this new test area. So thank you very much for joining me for things on my stream this week, and yeah, we're gonna be going offline for just a few minutes. And then we'll be back with Bija's backlog. And as always, you can support us by doing our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You can also view replays of our videos at youtube.com/loadingreadylive. That's where we archive all the replays of all our streams. And I was talking to Ian, and the situation with some of them going up as private. So we normally upload them as private, and so, but when you, for some reason, YouTube is stupid in that if you add a private video to a playlist, it still shows up in the playlist, but just says private, which seems kind of like counterproductive. But anyway, that's how YouTube works. So those videos should become public soon. And also check out the latest episode of Fight the Future with Dan and Paul. And this week we also have a special guest. And we're talking about the Hunger Games. Just sort of the big kahuna in the young adult dystopia genre. It's really the movie that kind of rekindled this current fascination with the young adult dystopias thing. You know, there's all these other young adult novels that have started to be turning into movies, and largely because of the success of the Hunger Games, and mostly being unsuccessful on their own. So maybe that means that you have to actually like make a good movie as well as having a similar subject matter to the movie. Maybe. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be doing some ads as we go out. It's greatly appreciated if you watch those. And then, like I said, we'll go offline for a few minutes, and then we will be back for Bija's Backlog. Bye. Oh, and I'll be back on Wednesday, of course. Graham and I will be back doing GPLP, doing more Far Cry 4, more faffing about Cry 4, because really that's what that game is. I spent an entire session last time just like wandering around, saving a few towers, killing a few, defenseless woodland creatures. It was great. Anyway, talk to you later.